Welcome everybody to a brand new video. I did not have work today. It is currently 7:30 p.m. and I'm only getting around to recording this video right now. I ended up playing PS2 video games from my childhood for like 5 hours. Yeah, I'm very productive. Tide the Tasmanian Tiger, Onishima Blade Warriors, man, that is my shit. And I kind of got hooked, and I knew it was going to happen. I went into it and I was like, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I should record my video first before I get to playing video games, because I know that I'm gonna get hooked, and I'm gonna get into the nostalgia train, and then I'm just gonna want to play all day, and that is exactly what happened. Now I don't even want to record this video. I just want to play video games all day. But I finally stopped playing, and I'm gonna do something productive. I'm actually gonna make this video, and let's talk about Call of Duty for like the 10th time this week. Just kidding, it's not the 10th time this week. I don't upload 10 videos in a week. But yeah, let's talk about Call of Duty, because recently we got some news regarding David Vonderhaar, and I know that it's not directly about Call of Duty, but it is sort of linking to the decisions that he's made, or some of the agreements that he came under with Activision, I believe. Now, some of the stuff is still pretty vague. I don't know every single detail, so I'm not gonna sit here and act as if I know what David Vonderhaar is going through or whatever. But in case you guys don't know who David Vonderhaar is, which I'd be very confused if he didn't, because even people who aren't a part of the Call of Duty community tend to know who David Vonderhaar is. David Vonderhaar is pretty much the face of Treyarch. He had a lot to do with Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And some of you guys might be wondering, what about 3 and 4? Well, that's exactly what the topic of this video is. It turns out we got some information directly from Vonderhaar saying that he didn't have anything to do with Call of Duty Black Ops 3's multiplayer. And for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, he had nothing to do with the multiplayer as well. In fact, the only thing he had to do with that game is Blackout. And looking at it now, it really does make sense, because while Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was a pretty good game, it wasn't Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and it wasn't Black Ops 2. It definitely was not as good as those games. I would still say that Black Ops 3 was a solid attempt to make a game as good as those ones, but they just weren't, you know? As good as Black Ops 3 was, it still pales in comparison to Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I mean, there's just nothing you can compare to those games. Those games were masterpieces. Damn near perfect games, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3 had a lot of issues, specifically with the microtransaction system and the fact that it was a futuristic Call of Duty title. And Call of Duty Black Ops 4, don't even get me started. That multiplayer is damn near unplayable to me. It is so horrendous. The microtransactions, the fact that the game is severely lacking content. You guys already know my stance on Black Ops 4. I've made many videos ranting about how much I fucking despise that game's multiplayer, and it really brought me to my limits this year, because I ended up quitting the game. I did not want to play Call of Duty Black Ops 4 because it just simply wasn't good for me, for my mental state. I hated it. However, while I have stated in the past that Call of Duty Black Ops 4's multiplayer is horrendous and I didn't want to play it, I always backed up the Blackout game mode, which is the Battle Royale mode that they have in Black Ops 4. I have always defended it, saying that it's the best aspect of Black Ops 4, and I still stand to that to this day, and it just shows that David Vonderhaar has something to do with great games. Vonderhaar helped with Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and those games were masterpieces in my eyes. He had nothing to do with Black Ops 3, and while that game was good, as I said, it just pales in comparison to Black Ops 1 and 2. And then Black Ops 4 completely fell apart without David Vonderhaar, and the only part of the game which I thought was actually really fucking good, that was a damn near masterpiece as well, was Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Battle Royale mode, Blackout, which had direct involvement from David Vonderhaar himself. So this just shows how talented he is as a game designer. Now that I've given you guys those details, what really surprises me about this whole thing is that David Vonderhaar didn't leave Treyarch, to my knowledge. It actually turns out that he was asked to step away from the Call of Duty franchise, which is really surprising, because if Vonderhaar created amazing things in the past, if he was part of Black Ops 1's life cycle and Black Ops 2's life cycle, and then Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Blackout mode, which is considered to be the best part of that game, why was he asked to take a step back? Why didn't he just continue to be a part of Treyarch and Activision? As I said, details about this have been kind of weird, and it really confuses me. I'm curious to see what David Vonderhaar is going to do in the future. He is a free agent at this point. He's not part of any big corporation. I'm really interested to see what David Vonderhaar's next step is going to be. I mean, I know that he's a DJ, so I wonder if he's going to follow with that passion, which I encourage. I think that he should do whatever he wants to do. He has served served a lot of people in the gaming community, so I think now it's time for him to take a step back and do whatever he wants, and I hope that whatever path he chooses to go down, that he's happy, because I am grateful for everything that he's done for me and the Call of Duty community. What I also think is crazy is that this entire time, while he was detached from the multiplayer side of Call of Duty, he was being blamed for so many issues, but he kept his mouth shut. That takes so much willpower, and it just shows the type of man he is. I mean, holy shit, staying silent while being blamed for things that aren't even your fault is one hell of a feat, and yeah, I can only commend David Vonderhaar for doing something like that. That is insane. But regardless of all that, before I wrap this video up here, I want to wish David Vonderhaar good luck in the future with whatever thing he decides to pursue next, whether that would be joining another company and developing other games other than Call of Duty. But regardless, I just hope that he's happy and he does whatever he wants. Thank you so much, David Vonderhaar, for everything you've done in the past, and even though I am part of the sniping community and you nerfed the DSR, I was never one of those people who sent you death threats. I think that's completely ridiculous, and I am on your side. I would never ever advocate for anybody to send a game developer death threats to their family or to them simply because they decided to make a decision in a video game. I think that's fucking ridiculous. To anybody who has done that in the past, you're a fucking idiot. But on that note, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date on my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.